All right, so we're back again. I got the container put together. One of the things that you want to make sure before you start putting the lid on is the seams. You want to make sure that the seams are nice and snug. So what I'm going to do is just go around them, rub the clay, try to blend it a little bit. If you have a knife, kind of drag the excess clay up and into it. One of the things you're going to do once this clay sets is start adding your design into it around the surface, and you want to make sure that the surface is ready to be cut into. So you smooth out your lines, filling in your seams as you go. Right? Once you got that done, we are ready to put the lid on. Right? Now, you want to make sure that the lid fits, looks good. And again, you're going to take your slip, add a lot of slip on that surface. You want to make sure that the lid sits snug and does not come off. Now once I get the lid on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to cut the lid off to create the lid for the container. And again, we're using a lot of slip. We want to make sure that fills in any spaces that need to be filled in. Any excess can be used to smooth out your surface. When we cut the lid off, we will smooth out the inside. So you sit right on top, go around the outside. If there's anything that needs to be trimmed, you can do that. But if you've measured it correctly, it should fit right on there. And again, test it before you put the slip on and stick it on there. Put it on there, see if it fits. If it doesn't, make sure you trim it to where it does. All right. Lid is on there snug. I can just test this, move it back and forth. It's not going to fall apart. However, the slip in the seams is still wet. You do not want to be moving it around too much. I compress the top on. As you see the slip coming out a little bit, if it does, that's great. Smooth it in. All right? All right, now, once you have your container made, you want to cut the lid off. With this one right here, I want you to see it is cut at an angle. So when it sits on top, it does not slide around, okay? This is the easiest way to create the lid to make sure that it fits, all right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my X-Acto knife right into the side. I'm cutting at an angle, just like this. I'm gonna cut all the way around. Be careful. You don't cut your fingers. You take your time, especially around the edges, around the corners. Try to stay nice and even. To meet up with your beginning, all right? Now you can test this with the clay a little bit wet with the slip, so it can stick a little bit. Set it back on. Test your sides, get it nice and even, and leave it. All right, you don't want to be taking it off. From here, you are ready to put your design on the surface, whatever the case may be. You can cut your design into it with a needle, draw into it, impress your design, your choice. The rest is up to you, all right? Now, once this dries, I want to make sure I kind of round out my corners so they don't get sharp, all right? But past that, you are ready to go, all right? Now, if you guys have any questions in class, please make sure you ask, and we'll help you out as best we can, all right? All right, thank you.